you're as big of a fan of the vehicles in Fortnite as I am, then you're gonna love today's video. But first, did you know I'm actually secretly a magician, and I'm gonna perform a magic trick for you, and all you need to do is hit the thumbs up button on the count of 3. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hey, would you look at that, boys? It actually worked, and you received some V-Bucks. 826 days is the amount of time it's been since we originally had cars added into Fortnite. And since then, Epic Games have given us some new cars, like the Ferrari vehicle and the Imagined Order sedan. You can't forget about Sergeant Winter's sleigh. Most importantly, the new Firetruck vehicle that was just revealed. But first, look how close we are to 4.31 million subscribers. We couldn't be any closer. It truly would mean the world to me if you could hit that subscribe button and be my 4,310,000 subscriber. Last video, I asked you guys to name this emote, and there's a bunch of people on the screen right now who got it right. For this video, we have a new emote. If you know the name of this, make sure to leave it down below in the comments. We wasted too much time, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot to cover, including a new vehicle. Let's hop into a game, and let's get into it. Now, before we hop in game and check out the incredible Firetruck vehicle, first things first, I'm sure we're all very familiar with the storyline here in Chapter 3, Season 4, which is basically the Herald trying to take over the Fortnite map and bring us into the nothing. But I bet you didn't know about this super awesome secret storyline that actually has to do with one of this season's Battle Pass skins, being Lennox Rose. It starts off like this. Lennox Rose is actually a TV star. The reason we know this is because if you equip the Lennox Rose skin and go to the Meowscles NPC by the reality tree, it'll actually say, "My little sister loved your show," before she got all goth. Obviously, the sister Meowscles is referring to is the new skin, Meowscles. And in order to find out exactly what TV show Lennox Rose was on, we need to make our way to the Beach Bomber NPC, located at Chrome Crossroads, where she reveals that she used to watch the Academy after school, and she was her fave. You'll notice she used the past tense, saying "you were my fave," almost like the show doesn't exist anymore. That's because if you look at her character description, it says she was the first to escape the Academy, but not the last. But why Lennox Rose needed to escape and what's happening at the Academy is insane. To find out exactly what's going on here, we once again need to hop into Battle Lab with the Lennox Rose skin equipped and make our way over to the Fort Jonesy location, and we're looking for the Relax Fit Jonesy NPC, where he'll actually say, "Season 2, Episode 11, changed television forever." Whatever caused Lennox Rose to escape the Academy likely happened in Episode 11, because Relax Fit Jonesy wasn't the only one to mention it, and if you go up to the Fish Stick NPC while dressed as Lennox Rose, he will also bring up the Academy Episode 11, and the Academy show itself appears to be an action show based around Lennox Rose and her bunny backbling that apparently is even an anime show of some form thanks to the loading screen titled "Read the Manga." Thankfully, we get more answers when we equip the Lennox Rose skin and visit Castaway Jones. He literally says, "I know what it's like to be trapped somewhere." Here he's referring to when he was stuck in the loop stranded on that little island. It also reveals the reason Lennox Rose escaped was because she felt trapped. Don't worry, we're just about to showcase the new Firetruck vehicle. First, now that Lennox Rose has escaped the Academy, she's looking to join a new organization, which is once again revealed inside a Battle Lab. When you take the Lennox Rose skin and talk to Evie, she'll actually say, "We could use your skills at the Peace Syndicate." In case you haven't heard, the Peace Syndicate is basically an organization tasked with maintaining peace on the island, and the first time we ever saw them introduced was right after the Collision Live event, Chapter 3, Season 3, where you may remember there was a bunch of weird spray paint and even an entire point of interest that literally had the Cuddle Team's leader head on it, and the Peace Syndicate was responsible for all of these map changes. Now, you remember how we said Lennox Rose is basically an escape artist? That's actually the skill that Evie was talking about, because she was likely referencing Lennox Rose possibly helping the members of the 7 escape, as basically all of them have been consumed by the Chrome and brought into the nothing, with the exception of the Paradigm, where during the Chapter 3 Season 4 trailer, we saw her escape to Reality 659. At first, I thought there was a chance the Peace Syndicate could actually be working with the Herald, because you'll notice in the Rave Cave, which was set up by the Peace Syndicate, we're actually able to see these weird dinky looking little trees that almost have to be a representation of the reality tree, and all we need to do to find out if this theory is correct is use the bite skin and go and talk to Evie. She'll say, "If you don't keep the peace, we're gonna have a problem," essentially confirming that the Herald and the Peace Syndicate are likely not working together, but instead, you know how Evie isn't the leader of the Peace Syndicate, but instead is their secret weapon? Well, get this. I believe the leader of the Peace Syndicate is none other than Geno himself. Now, I know that may sound kind of crazy because he's also the leader of the Imagined Order, but you can't forget that Geno said his main goal is to protect and perfect every reality in the Omniverse, which is obviously almost identical to the Peace Syndicate's goal. So with the members of the Seven still being missing around the Fortnite Island, and Geno currently being located in some mysterious reality that it got transported to after entering the 0 point, pretty sure this time around the entire Fortnite Island will be saved by none other than Geno, alongside the help of all the other members of the Peace Syndicate. But now, it's finally time to reveal the new vehicle, because here in Fortnite, Epic Games will introduce at least one new vehicle every single year. The first one we ever got was insane, actually being the shopping cart, which was released on May 30th of 2018. I'm honestly not really sure if shopping carts actually qualify as a vehicle, so I guess technically that means our first vehicle was actually the ATK or all-terrain carts, was added into Fortnite about 9 months after the shopping carts on February 28th, 2019, and ever since then, once every single season, Epic Games has released a new type of vehicle. Some of the times they're pretty useless, like with the shopping carts, and other times they're extremely overpowered, like we experienced with the brute robots. And this brings us to Fortnite Chapter 3. The very first vehicle we received was actually the drivable armored battle bus, and I'm pretty sure that the new Firetruck vehicle is basically just a reskin version of the armored battle bus. Don't worry, we'll reveal all of that in a minute. But also in Chapter 3, we finally received the ability to ride animals. And then last but not least, my favorite vehicle out of them all being the Ballers. Meaning the only season in Chapter 3 we have yet to receive a new vehicle is the one we're currently in, Season 4. But not for long, because soon the Firetruck vehicle will be released. And the reason for the Firetruck is actually directly related to this season's live event, where the Herald will try to close the curtain on our reality for good by connecting us to the last reality so they can invade us once again. But for some reason, the Herald herself seems to have a weird obsession with fire, because not only does she have that additional selectable style where it literally appears like she's burning up, but also during the Herald's quest, when you were going to unlock her super cool pickaxe, one of the quests actually required you to ignite 50 structures, and after completing that, the Herald would tell you that fire cannot destroy her power, and also that she admires our incendiary spirit. This leads us to believe that the Herald and the last reality are fueled by fire, and I can't believe we haven't put this together already, because every other time the last reality has attempted to invade the Fortnite Island, there's literally fire everywhere, like the portal in the sky is surrounded by fire, the map's almost on fire. During the end of Chapter 2 event, I'm almost positive we also would have caught on fire if it wasn't for the blue cube actually opening up a shield around us to protect us. But here's the thing, this time around, the blue cube is nowhere to be found, because during the Chapter 2 Season 8 event, it was actually overpowered and destroyed by the last reality. So this time around, when they re-invade the Fortnite Island, thanks to the Herald, we won't have anything to protect us from the wrath of the last reality, which really doesn't sound good at all, and makes me think Fortnite could be over for good, but obviously that's not gonna happen. If you remember in the last live event, things weren't really going our way in the beginning, but then somebody came to save us, none other than Peely himself, came whipping into the live event with a giant trailer full of chug splashes, which none of us could have seen coming, because Peely literally crashed like 3 different vehicles last season. And I'm pretty sure we could see something similar happen in this live event, except instead of it being a Mack truck carrying a bunch of chug splashes, it'll likely be Peely driving none other than the Firetruck, the main goal of protecting us, exactly like the blue cube did during the end of Chapter 2 event. And believe it or not, the Firetrucks are currently already inside of Fortnite, and they actually have been ever since it originally came out all the way back in 2017. They're not in the Battle Royale version yet. As you can see, originally they were only inside to save the world, but they weren't a drivable vehicle or anything like that. They were simply a prop. But with the last reality's obsession with fire and them coming back into the Fortnite map very, very soon, it only makes sense that we at least see this vehicle make an appearance for the live event. And as soon as it's in the game, I'll make a tweet over my Twitter account at HomeGamesYT. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.